ॐ ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री gurave namaha. Salutations to the Lord in all forms and the Guru Tattva in the form of all the Gurus. Today's thought before we study our Mandukya Upanishad Alata Shanti Prakaranam in our Shakti series is the Mouna Shakti. Last 24 days in our Bhagavad class also this topic came. So, just once more to remember. In fact, all Shaktis are Mouna. Therefore, Mouna alone is more Shaktishali than anything else. Therefore, learn the art of being in Mouna and invoke the Shakti of the Mouna to be able to perform and achieve. Mouna Shakti, the power in silence. As we saw the other day, the winds silently blow, the sun silently moves, silently the earth is supplying all its energy to the plants and through plants to all of us. Everything in this world, the flow of the rivers, all that happens very silently. And the most silent but most powerful thing in world is called the kalam, the time. Silently it moves. But see the power of the Kala, how many things it brings in its movement to the entire universe. Whole worlds, deluge, creation, everything happens silently in the time. The more violent we are, we lose all energy. The more silent we are, we become energetic. Therefore, the power of Mauna, the power of silence, we have to slowly recognize and invoke it. Opposite of silence is, as we just now said, the violence or agitation or disturbance. In this world, there are only two things. One, the goals which you have chosen to achieve. Second, the problems which come, you have to tackle. Both of them need tremendous amount of knowledge, tremendous amount of energy. Where from they come if we get disturbed? Every disturbance takes away our energy only, no? With the disturbed mind and our being, we are losing energy. With the energy losing, how do we have energy and power? Either to sort out problems or to reach out the goal. Somehow nobody told us, therefore, because of many reasons, we have become habitually a disturbed personality at all layers. And yet, because of which, continuously energy is oozing away, getting dissipated on. If you can learn the art of silencing all the things within ourselves, and then I'll tell you, when there is silence, then only the intellect works. Then only the answers will come to question, the solutions will come to problem, and the planning can happen for whatever the goals we want to achieve. That sthai bhava of the shanti, peace, maunam, we have to create in ourselves. Come what may, happen anything around. I am not ashanta, I am mauna. Mauna again is at various levels. You know, the sharirika mauna also is important, wherein unnecessary movements of body, agitation of body, running around of the body, activities of the body are arrested. How much of Shakti comes because of the Sharirika Shanti? Imagine. This is for those who are over extra active people, hyperactive they are called. For we, if we are too lazy at the body level, that is the Dushta Shanti, that is not correct thing. We have to become active with our exercises. But that Sharirika Shanti also is a art by which we can see the goal. Never imagine that we are infinitely powerful as human. Time wise, we are limited. Life wise. Within that, the resources are limited. How can we squander away any of the energy, etc.? We can't know. So, Sharira needed, Sharira has a power. If that power of Sharira is wasted, it won't be useful for the constructive, useful work. Therefore, the energy Shakti of Sharira can be conserved, should be conserved. The technique is called again Shanti. Sharira Shanti. When doctor says walk 3 kilometers, three only you walk. Why five? Not two also, because three required, you are diabetic. In this way, we have to create the mauna of the deha and get the energies. देह का भी एक मौन होता है that anyway we give at night from 10 to 6 whatever, even during daytime also. What we have to do, be calculative observant about the deha. There are many people who spoil their mind, their entire life because of excessive indulgence with the deha in the activities, in the bhoga, etc. Therefore sharira shanti, especially when an age comes, through the mauna of the sharira, we can really conserve a lot of energy and can live for longer time to do sadhanas. So one is shanti of sharira. Not doesn't mean you die. Sharira shanti means the giving less tension, stress to the deha. जितना चाहिए उतना optimum. In fact, living in optimum is the highest maturity at all levels. मजा आता है अगर वो सीख मिल गया तो. All these reveal in my understanding by God's Guru's grace when we are great upasakas of them. Okay. Second is what? Indriya Mauna. Maunam at the level of Indriyas. Is it not? Especially the Vani, the speech, eyes and ears also. In that Mauna means non-using of them unnecessarily. Again, lot of wasted energy is conserved. We need it. Then what happens? Those energy indriyas will function for long, function efficiently. Do we need that power or not? बताओ. किसको ख्वाहिश नहीं है कि 90-100 साल जिएंगे और कान और सब सुनाई देना चाहिए. Yesterday somebody I sent I think 130 years old woman, she is गन्ना ऐसा दांत से तोड़ रही हो, and she was being interviewed and she was answering in none of the state. He was speaking Hindi, Punjabi Hindi. 130 साल वो गन्ने का वो तोड़कर चबा रही वो. How much she has conserved our energy of senses and all, that she is like that. Therefore, Indriya Shakti conserved by Indriya Maunam. Is it not? Everything is in Mauna in Nidra, but during the daytime, are we not excessively misusing them? In fact, one should decide like that. A week may ek din, Mauna to the mouth. Lot of energy is saved. 1 week Mauna to the eyes, no watching of TV. 1 week Mauna to the ear, किसी का बात नहीं सुनना मुझे बस. Neither don't close the nose, huh? Then you will not be in the class. So in this way, Indriya Maunam also will be helpful. It conserves our Shakti. Therefore, the Shakti we are talking about through Mauna. Mauna Shakti of Mauna Deha, Mauna Shakti of the Indriya Maunata. Then among them, commonly talking thing is Mauna means it is generally a practice at the speech level we think. But Gita says it's a practice at the mind level. We'll see later. But at the speech level also, Maunam. One of the advantage with Mauna, people think we are intelligent. Because when we speak out, they know what we are. All बेइज्जती हो जाती है. Is a lighter sense. But Mauna, at least if can't solve a problem, it doesn't aggravate it. Is it not? Vachika Mauna, individual level, conserves energy. Vachika Mauna, mutual level, doesn't aggravate problem. Problem is there. If you talk, it becomes more aggravated. Therefore, give a time, chance, silence. As the minds get quietened, intellect starts thinking. Then what is right, wrong, understood. Then you start wonderfully. Then the talking will help in coming together. All in all, the वाचिका मौनम also. हफ्ते में एक दिन तो मौन रहना ही है. at least a half of the day. Mauna with the mouth. This again to those who are too much in people and phones and talking. Those are staying all alone, nobody to talk. Yeah, that's okay. They are by force doing Mauna practice. Vachika Maunam, like I am there. Other than the class, nobody. Isliye I talk 6 hours satsanga. So Sharirika Mauna, Indriya Mauna, in that Vachika Mauna. But then, most importantly, the Mauna is actually Manasika Sadhana. That is why Manah Prasadaha Saumyatvam Maunam Atma Vinigraha Bhava Samshuddhirityetat Tapo Manasamuchite. This Manasika Tapas Mauna. Vachika also tapas maunam, sharirika tapas also maunam, we already said. So at the mind level, if we can quieten thoughts, one secret is revealed. What is that? Actually, 90% of thoughts are not required out. Not only not required, they are not allowing us to meditate, and they are creating so much of non-existing problems, not required problems. The manas mauna means not doing sankalpa. The entire world and world of relativity and all raga, dvesha, kama, krodha are born from the activity of the mind called as sankalpa vikalpa. If you can do the mauna of the mana, so much of inner energy is conserved of the mind, which can be employed in doing our dharma, doing our seva, doing our bhakti, doing our jnanam. So the power of mauna at the mana level. So Sharirika, Indrika, Vachika, Manasika Mauna, Ananta Shakti. It will come to us. Another Mauna we can talk about it is Ki, we are in this world, no doubt. We have to participate, we can't avoid. Yet there are so many situations, definitely they are not in our control. At that time, if we can maintain at body, speech, and mind level, non reacting, that also is a required Mauna. This is called Vyavaharika Mauna. In Vyavahara, you are Mauna. We are Mauna with our mind, speech, and all already spoken. But in Vyavahara also, some are not in our control. Sometimes we know solution, but we are not asked. We don't have the authority or right. Now, what can you do? Just by talking, getting insulted, no need. Just remain in Mauna, conserve your energy. And the more Maunata, both of speech and mainly the mana, we do, it's a disturbed mind only is equal to creation world, no? The more the mind becomes quieter, more it becomes mauna, then we will be able to visualize the truth, the self, the reality, the Paramatma. And anyone who talks a lot is taken for granted. The one who is more and more mauna, he is respected. In fact, the entire Yoga Vasishta says, Samtyakta Vasanat Maunat Rute Nasti Param Sukham. When you maintain that silence of all layers of personality, you are in absolute ananda. The moment the silence is disturbed, the peaceful silence self, disturbed alone has become this world, according to spirituality Vedanta. So, in this way, and further, some more thoughts can keep, but understand the need of the Mauna Shakti and conserve that Shakti through Mauna. The one who is more and more Mauna at all grosser equipments, he becomes more and more Shakti Sali in the subtle level. At all levels, Mauna, you become so Shaktishali in your own Atma Sthiti. Not only you are in that bliss of self, but in your presence, others also get those divine vibrations and thoughts. स्थूल में मौन होने से सूक्ष्म शक्तिशाली होता है सूक्ष्म स्थूल डिस्टर्ब्ड है तो दैट एनीवे डिस्टर्ब्ड इट डिस्टर्ब्स इवन सूक्ष्म our equipments also. In general, therefore, common thought throughout the day, let there be minimum activity required. More than that, the mauna is maintained. Let us not agitate the world with our dynamic activity unnecessary. Let us not agitate ourselves also. Let us not distract ourselves from our given goals as well as chosen goals. Mouna Shakti, the power of silence. Be in that mode. And when you, as I said already, when we are silent, then only the mind starts working, intellect starts working. Then only we can clearly analyze the situation and know where is the problem. From that silence only, the solutions also come. Apply those solutions, come out of problem. Ultimate silence is Paramatma. In Paramatma, there is no disturbing, agitating thing. It is one without second. Mm. So today our thought is Mauna Shakti, as Mauna as possible. And in other words, on Vyavahara, to everything react less, no reaction. You can respond to the world, but no reaction, then Mauna is really done. Let the situation, how much our demand or command, we should be in the Mauna, and accordingly, only when we respond, energy is conserved, solutions are found. That's how today's thought. Thank you. Let us do our Upanishad now. Hari Om.